Hi, I'm going to make this video assuming I have audience in front of me and I'm standing on the stage, applying the learnings which we have acquired through this course. So please bear this in mind while watching this video. I remember the first hint of organizational politics. I got it from my dad. I was about to join a job after my studies. So he called me for a brief chat. Fathers are fountainheads of wisdom. So he gave me 2 points. Number 1, organization is a different ballgame from the educational institution. So you need to focus on your work and you will be watched on a daily basis, on your performance. Number 2, he told me you need to handle people, you need to handle situations, and most importantly, you need to handle situations created by some interested people which will be a bit difficult to handle. This is where I got the hint. So keeping this knowledge, I actually worked for 3.5 decades, both in India and abroad. Learned methods of handling this organizational politics, and I'm here to share with you 4 approaches which, in my opinion, will enable you to handle it better the way in your profession. I see most of you here must be working in organizations, right? Yeah, I'm seeing everybody raising hands. Good. How many of you felt organizational politics and have felt that organizational politics is completely waste of time, it is mind-wrecking, and you just don't want to handle it? Yeah, again, all of you. This is precisely the perception about organizational politics. If you are one of that, I think it's time we examine our thinking, because avoiding organizational politics is next to impossible. It's like gravity. It's going to be there. So in our mind, that comes to the first point, in our mind, we need to think that it's going to be existing. It's not going to go away. You need to work your way through. It's like gravity. Gravity is present everywhere. You can't avoid it. And avoiding gravity is difficult to do even simple things. You ask the astronauts, they will be able to tell you this. So let's work, let's find ways. So first, as a part of the first point, first approach, let's believe that is going to be there. What you cannot avoid, you need to endure and leverage it. Those who have actually successfully managed married life will vouch for this. They have done exactly this. Those who are not married, please talk to them and find them. So let's first fundamentally accept that it's going to be there. There are ways to handle it. There are ways to leverage it which will make you effective in the organization. So the first point, mindset, now leads to the next point. What are the types of organizational politics and what kind of politics I can involve myself? I would classify organizational politics into 2. Number 1 is negative organizational politics. We all know what's negative organizational politics, right? Can you tell me some example? Backbiting. Yes, you're right. The gentleman with that blue shirt, Can I have your view on that? Rumor mongering, yeah, you're right. Influencing, negative influencing, talking bad about others, taking credit for all the successes and pulling down bright people for their successes. These are negative organizational politics. These are carried out by an individual or the group of people to serve their own interest. What is positive organizational politics? It's same. The big difference is positive organizational politics works for the organization and for the team. People do it for the organization. You form a team with the people, interested people, like-minded people, and influence people for the goodness of the organization, for the change management, for changing some policies of management which are conflicting with the customer's interest. If you have credibility, build credibility. If you have credibility and if people feel that you are the person with credibility and you take this issue not for your own interest, you're doing it for the organization or for the team, they will support you, believe me. So it's always possible to get the right mindset people to deal. This is positive politics. There can be another classification also. One, I would call it professional politics, positive politics. Second is the personal politics. So involve in professional politics because it's inevitable. Don't shut yourself away. If you shut yourself away, you will be shut away by the people. So become an influencing person. This takes us to the next point. What are all the ways we can make ourselves immune or relatively immune to the organizational politics? There is one thing very simple. Organizational politics is always done by the guys who are mediocre. They don't know how to succeed. They don't know how to do things well. They only use this approach to leverage them up for recognition. I'm talking about the negative organizational politics. So, the opposite of that is be a performer. Be a go-to person. The organization should come to you for solution. The organization needs you. So if you become that kind of person, you will be surprised to see organizational politics has lesser impact on you. And these guys who are doing organizational politics, they always come and join with you because they always thrive on the share of somebody else's success. I'm seeing someone smiling there. Obviously, he has got some experience there. Am I right? He's nodding his head. And that's precisely what happens. So this takes us to the next point. How to identify these guys who are doing this mischief kind of organizational negative politics? It's quite simple. We talked about what are all negative organizational politics. These guys do all these things. They room among, they take the share of success, they actually leverage their contact with the power centers to satisfy their interest or their group's interest. So it's quite easy to find them. My suggestion to them is, to handle them is, never push them out. Be friendly, as natural as you can, but be cautious not to feed them with information because they will always feed you with information with an intention to pull information from you. So just don't give them information to them. It's like give and take in one of the Tamil movies. So these are the 4 approaches I want you to follow. I'll just give one example of how I had handled this organization politics in my experience. I was working in Middle East. Actually, the owner, he has his friend who actually had no idea about the job, no educational qualification, no knowledge. So he planted him in my department. I was heading the fabrication division. This guy has nothing else to do but to just observe and pick all the points, negative things, and take it up with the owner. And he created a lot of issues for my predecessors. So what happened was, when I took over, I had this big challenge in front of me. I just want to give you 15 seconds to just think what you would have done in these circumstances. Yeah. So what I have done is this. So I called him for a meeting. I told him, we'll call him Mr. X. Mr. X, what's your objective? Your objective is the interest of the organization, and that's mine too. And you are here to pick all the points and raise it up to the management. No, he refused. No, I am not here to do that. No, you should do that. But with one important difference. Whenever you find something not happening good, it's for you to come and raise it up with me. And if I don't solve it, it's you who have to take it up with the management. And probably I would need your help to do that. I would consider it as even a help. Believe me, this has transformed the entire thing. And I was able to leverage that person's contact for the best of the department and the organization and for the people. So this is one example. I have many, but for the sake of time, I'm just sharing this with you. So I want you to just a recap on what we have thought about. Let's have the right mindset. It's organizational politics, inevitable. Let's involve in professional politics. Let's find ways to deal with the people who are making negative politics. So with these very important differences, we should develop our strength with knowledge and ensure that we become immune to organizational politics. This is a very big subject and a good knowledge point, and I want you guys to use this and shine in your organization, become very effective. This is Narasimhan signing off. See you in the next video. All the best. Great professional success to everybody. God bless you.